Bienvenidos. Welcome, 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 everyone. This is a live stream event. Thank you so much for joining us. Bear with me while I learn how to work this properly. Here we go.
Aquel día el instinto nos decía que esa noche juntico no quería, que las ganas bebé nos quemaría, pero no fue así.
All right.
Vamos
Hopefully
lento,
everyone can hear me
que si
okay.
nos apuramos no disfrutamos del momento, y lo vamos a arruinar. Dale lento, dile a tus amigas que hoy no vas para afuera, que estás en la escuela y vamos a jugar. Ella sabe que quiero a mi mamacita. Ella también quiere que seamos felices. Ella, la que se apresura a la vueltica. Ella es sin timidez. Como la ves, no le importa dónde y cuándo.
Bienvenidos, welcome.
Nunca lo sé de su carácter, no es de niña, que la puede controlar cualquiera. Y me encanta, yo lo sé.
Well, Bill, thank you so much. Welcome. You are looking at the coastline of Panama, West Bay. What is the provinces or districts here in Panama? This happens to be Gorgona. About 90 minutes away from Panama City. This is filmed during rainy season. You can kind of see the clouds gathering to the right. 3 minutes to go. Turn around.
7 días de la semana, te doy de mañana. Mi consejo sabes que no es. Te doy el desquite, que me quites todas esas ganas que te tengo. Todo el mundo sabe que tú y yo somos más que panas. Pero nos vamos lento, que el que se apura no llega nada, nada. Y me encanta, yo lo sé.
This whole community where we're passing is the same community that I live in. So it's a mixture of Panamanians and expats. A lot of single family homes.
Que si nos apuramos no disfrutamos del momento, y lo vamos a arruinar.
No problem, Wild Bill.
Dile a tus amigas que hoy no vas para afuera.
Thank you so much for that, Wild Bill. And good luck to you in your process, making the move. Hope if there's any information you need, by all means, let me know.
¿Qué vamos a hacer en París?
De nada.
Baila un poquito más, acércate a mi mamá, que vamos a hacerlo una vez más. Ella baila pero no dice nada, su booty lo expresaba con perreíto y con dembow. Sabe bien que ha sido la estrella dándole al reggaetón, ya. Y empieza el flow, esta es la nueva era pero baila todo. Baila una de Maluma y Tego Calderón. La nena está bien puesta pa' cualquier canción, no tabaco y ron. Y empieza el flow, esta es la nueva era pero baila todo. Baila una de Maluma y Tego Calderón. La nena está bien puesta pa' cualquier canción.
All I see is spinning wheel of death. Lo siento. This is still broadcasting. Lo siento. Wow, the stream kept going. Oh wow, I'm so sorry. My, I see it can't. Oh my god, it just showed up on my phone too. Sorry about that. My MacBook froze completely. I mean, like completely locked up. I was forced to reboot and all that good stuff. So let me try this one more time. Welcome, welcome again. Let me share this file. Until then, you gotta look at me. Might have to adjust the volume again. Let's see.
Aquel día el instinto nos decía que esa noche juntico no quería, que las ganas bebé nos ganaría, pero no fue así. Vamos lento, ya que si nos apuramos no disfrutamos del momento, ya y lo vamos a arruinar. Dale lento, ya dile a tus amigas que hoy no vas para afuera.
It seems to be working, right? Everyone, this is Nueva Gadorna. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Sabe que quiero a mi mamacita, ella también quiere que seamos felices, ella la que se apresura a la vueltica, ella es intimidez. Como la ven, no le importa dónde y cuándo, que nada no he hecho, no soy el que la mando. Nunca lo seré, su carácter no es de niña, que la puede controlar cualquiera.
I really need to see if it just keeps going. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you just want to say hello. Hola. Hola, Ricardo. Thank you for joining. Sorry about all the technical difficulties that we still have. We're just getting started with all of this. Que si nos apuramos no disfrutamos del momento, y lo vamos a arruinar. Dale lento, dile a tus amigas que hoy no vas para afuera, que estás en la escuela. Y vamos 7 días de la semana, te doy de mañana, y consejos sabes que no es, te doy el desquite, que me quites todas esas ganas que te... Uh-oh. This is stuff for me. Mujer, todo el mundo sabe que tú y yo somos más que panas, pero nos vamos lento, que al que se apura no llega nada. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see this is the Nueva Gadorna. The lovely mixture of black and white sands. If you have any questions, please post them in the chat. Like, how's the saying get black? Does anyone know? It's pretty cool. Ella quiere más de lo que vamos a hacer en París. Anybody planning on coming to Panama soon? Just curious. Get one of these vacation villas, Airbnb. Look at that one. That's a good multi-unit building. I'm not talking about the high-rise. That's the Ocean Waves. Ah, you'll be there in August. Nice. One of the chosen brews. Nice. Where are you going to stay? You going to be in the city, or are you coming out here to the beach?
Y nos ponemos bien traviesos. Esos son efectos del proceso. Solo con esa mirada sé lo que quiere. Se ven muy educaditas y sus deberes. Siempre ha sido la envidia de las mujeres.
I tell you, the waters here. It's the Pacific. It gets rough, but I think the stretches of this beach were softer than other stretches.
Casualidad que pienses en lo mismo que yo estoy pensando. Escondernos en la playa jugando a solas de madrugada. Ella quiere más de lo que vamos a hacer en París, la regular. Baila un poquito más.
7-day tour, nice. You should have fun at Coronado. It's coming up in just a bit. This is still Gorgona. But it's right next door. It's the same community. We all shop in the same places, eat in the same restaurants. What you're looking at is still Gorgona. So at the end of that fence, you see, you're gonna start seeing more huts. That's the public access for Panamanians who are not attached to any of these resorts. Ah, welcome to the club, or we will welcome you to the club. So, it's a very, very different life, no doubt. I'm sitting on the balcony with a breeze, watching the sunset behind the mountains. This was obviously filmed earlier. That's the fisherman's village. You can see the guys getting in those boats in the morning, going out to get your dinner. Hola, Ricardo. ¿Cómo está? Thanks for joining. So you can walk around this point depending on the time of day and the tide. During this point at a high tide, obviously not, because there's not enough beach exposed, but during low tide, you can make it around that point. This is still Gorgona. I was saying this is about 90 minutes outside of Panama City. Coming down the Pan American Highway. It's a nice scenic drive. Get to come through the mountains, do some curves, lots of local restaurants to try, roadside places to try during the drive. So the high rise that you see in the middle of the frame coming up is where I live. It's the Bahia. Love it. Absolutely love it. Can't say enough about it. Plenty of available units, Airbnb.
La tóxica eres tú.
You can see the neighborhood around us. I walk this beach almost every day.
La tóxica eres tú, cuando me tratas mal y sigues, cuando tú me traicionas con vaciles, hermosa pero tú tienes como 10,000 perfiles, uno que me ames y otro que me olvide.
See our pools.
Eres todo lo que yo soñaba, ahora te
We have
quiero
a saltwater
olvidar,
pool in the
contigo
front.
no sé nada.
The sun is always on that pool. It's fantastic. Then there's a beach restaurant on the on the beach. Facing the ocean. Right under those trees.
Ella es consciente de lo que pasa. Ya ni me le arrimo, aquí estoy.
Pretty cool.
Siendo estrella,
And that's another part of it. Kind of like the sister building complex. Bienvenidos everyone. Thank you for joining. Just doing an aerial tour of Panama, answering any questions or listening comments. Don't have any script. Just hanging out. Tranquilo. So we're about to transition from Gorgona to Coronado. Those huts you see, that's the public access area. Another public access area in Gorgona. Get busy too, no doubt. There's loud beaches, so do we. So that little lagoon that you see, the tide affects that too. But there's going to be a wall to the left of that lagoon, and that is Coronado. So as I sit here on the balcony talking to you, I'm looking right at it. Those high rises, I don't mess the name up. It's the Coronado Luxury Country Club. Great question. Great question. Yes, so the single family houses all in that greenery, no doubt. It is not barren. Those larger ones you see right there are part of the luxury suites and country club. Those are villas. Most of the beach fronts are going to be multi-unit or large mansions. But all of that greenery you can see going back probably 2 kilometers from the beach. Going to be single family homes. And some empty lots. I know some people are interested in empty lots and building now. We have those here too. I think now I had to go a little higher to keep the reception going. You can see some of those single family homes back from the beachfront. So it's a thick community. All of that's Coronado. Everything that you can see basically is going to be inside the Coronado gates. What's up, Hobie? Thank you so much, Paul. I really appreciate that. Now you know what I'm doing with my time. So that building in the middle is the Coronado Golf Club. That's where the golf course is. And you can see parts of the golf course to the left where it opens up there. that's a whole community. So you got the high rise. You also have like a hotel and spa area, short-term hotel stays. It's really nice. And then there's residential living. So they have houses and villas. And then they have their own gate. So it's a gate within the Coronado gate. That makes sense. I used to walk this beach too. We lived in Coronado. For anyone who follows the show, you know we lived in Coronado for the first few months we lived here. There's nuances between the two. But one thing they share in common is some great places to live, some great affordable prices, especially for people coming from North America. The rental prices here are going to blow you away. If you live in a city like DC, Atlanta, San Francisco, Denver, Chicago, wherever, these rental prices are going to blow you away. So the purchase prices are going to be kind of on par. But the rental prices, and you know, I don't see any need to rush and buy. So I know it's a personal thing. For our level of risk, it's low risk with the rentals. The leases here are pretty straightforward, and you know, Panama makes them give you deposits back when you move out. So very low risk. So, you know, I know people like averages. We don't live the average. You know, we wanted to have something nice, so we pay for something nice. We average a little bit higher than I think most people want to hear about this area, but I think it's easily possible to find a decent apartment here for about $1,250 a month. Even $800 a month will get you a nice house. It's really dependent if you want to do high-rise living or live in a house. If you want to live in a house, you're going to save a lot of money here, no doubt. Big Will is lazy right now. He likes condo high-rise living. They do everything for him, so I'm kind of eating that up right now. Oh yeah, I see the comment, Wild Bill. I don't know enough about, he asked about Mexico and Thailand as future retirement options. I hear a lot of good things about Thailand. I just don't know enough about to talk intelligently about it. I can tell you, some anecdotal crap. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to put that out on the YouTubes. So all this is Coronado too. Pretty big. That building to the far left coming up is where I used to live. Yep, I know I wasn't going to make it. So yeah, I had to change drone shots. Now you're seeing the drone facing where I live. You can see how far I was able to get the drone away before I had to come back. So this is just going to be us coming back along the beach the same way, but at least you get to see Cerro Chame. So it's amazing having that view. It reminds me very much of being in Oahu, Waikiki, Diamond Head in the back. Except it's not Hawaii, it's the same ocean. But Panama has all kinds of geography. Whatever you want to do, if you're into spelunking and want to do cave dwelling or diving or whatever it is, you can do that here. Beaches, waterfall, tropical forest. So I'm just getting my car back and we're about to really start exploring. I had an accident 6 months ago. It took a while to get the car fixed, but I'm glad to say it's driving better than it was when we first bought the car. Yay. It took some money, took some work. Y'all watch that video on driving in Coronado or driving in Panama. Y'all talk all about it. But now that it's back, now that the putters is back, it's time to get on the road and start doing some of this day camping stuff and see if I can jump off of a waterfall and survive. I'm so happy that this worked, y'all. I'm sorry about all the technical difficulties that first. Like I said, my Mac completely froze up. I can blame goes to Bill Gates. Bill, when you thinking about retiring, man? How long you got? By the way, while I'm asking that, let me put this caveat out there. You watch the show, you know I'm big on this. Don't wait till you retire to live like this. It is a great time to remote work. You don't need a whole lot of money to live like this. You can remote work a customer service job and live like a king in any of these buildings you see. They all got Wi-Fi. This was a pretty day. Today was a little bit more cloudy, but no rain still. A lot of people I see in the message boards and social media always perk out about rainy season. Don't let rainy season stuff come in here. Rain, you know, depending on where you are, especially out here, it's called the dry arc. So you can see those mountains. The big Cerro Chame to the right and then to the left. I think that's Anton. We gotta get these names down, but even in the middle of those, there's mountains to the back. So we're completely surrounded by an arc of mountains. We get less rain here than the rest of the country. We even get less rain in Panama City. So that's the Bahia again. Oh my God, yes. To your question about the 400K, yes. If you want to buy something, you can do that, definitely. My suggestion would be to wait before you buy something because you need to make sure that you're fine with the area. Rentals are so cheap and so easy here. That's what we're doing. We've moved once in the year that we've been here. You know, we talk about it all the time. We were so excited about moving here. If we had bought a condo in that first building, we'd be miserable. So we wanted to make sure that where you want to live is where you want to live. I know what it looks like from here, from where you are, but you need to see what it looks like here. So spend 6 months, make sure you're okay with the pace of life. You know, that's something that we're adjusting to. We're from DC, so we're adjusting to the rural. This is what you see is what you get. It's rural. There's restaurants. You know, we gather and dance and stuff, and there's all kinds of social groups, and people play sports, and golf, and all that good stuff. But it's still a rural area, so that's just a slower pace of life. Less access to resources. Let me see these comments coming in. Oh wow, Celeste, hey, thank you for coming in, and that's a really specific question. D unit. Wow, that's like insider trading. Baseball, I feel like I need to explain that, but the D unit, I think, is the same as what's right beside me. I know what my landlord is asking for, and I think it's a little high. I think you should be able to get that maybe around $250. So in my building, there's 5 different units, and this goes a long way to talking about buying property here without being here and seeing it. There's 5 different units, and they're letter designated, and each one has a different layout. One of them is a 3 bedroom, so all the E's in the building is 3 bedrooms. We're in a 2 bedroom on an end. We're A, so we have a little bit more space because we're an A unit. Larger deck. Y'all, I wish y'all could see the view from my shower, but the shower in the master bathroom is glass. So, when I'm in there scrubbing dub, I get to see outside, see what's going on. Now, the drawback is it's glass. So, if there's somebody in the building across from us that, if they want to take a gander, they can. What's up, LW? LW's one of the people that would take that gander. My man just joined us, so thank you so much. He actually lives in the Bahia. I need to get him on the future show so y'all can hear from this guy. He's a repeat offender. Me and him used to chat it up, and now he's here living the dream. I see, I'm friends with him on Facebook. I see what he's doing. He's living the dream, man. Congrats to you, LW, man. But the D units, I think those are 2 bedrooms too. They just have a slightly smaller deck, if I remember correctly. And then the kitchen layout is a little bit different too. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Panama City, by the way. This is Avenida Balboa. What's up, Tombstone? Thank you for joining. I see you, Tombstone. Yeah, man. It's a different change. It's a change of pace. It's slower, but it's quiet. Oh my God, it's quiet. Peaceful, tranquil. My stress level is going way down. My blood pressure's dropped. We love this area too that you're looking at. Avenida Balboa. It's in Panama City. Yeah, it's a great business, hotel, residential area right next to Casco Viejo, which is the old town of Panama City. Hey Nene, thanks for joining us. Man, tell him, LW, do not wait till you retire to do this. Get you a remote job. Come down here and kick it. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what this weekend's gonna look like. LW, I think I might have to go there this weekend. So there's a Afro Caribbean festival going on for Etnia Negra. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. May is La Mesa de la Etnia Negra. Y'all can tell I need to practice my Duolingo. It's the month of the Black ethnic, so it's like their Black History Month, and they're having celebrations in Panama City this weekend. I was telling Sonia, like, you might have to go up there and check that out. This is another lovely area in Panama City, man. I love Amador Causeway, their shops, restaurants, the marina. Anytime we do champagne cruises with ITA Global, shout out to Chris from ITA in Santiago, if you're watching. Love you guys. Look forward to working with you some more. But that's where we depart from. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful experience. You can spend some time out there for a day. Definitely get out there. There's a museum. I don't think I got the museum in these drone shots, but there's a huge volume museum on the way in the Ecuador. It's brightly colored. You can't. It looks like Legos. You can't miss it. Or definitely check that out. Ah, Celeste, thanks for letting me know. So there's 1 bedrooms here. I didn't know that. Oh, so the B and D's are different. See, I just learned something, y'all. I thought they were gonna be the same. That's still Amador. gorgeous. Speaking of Amador and what you're about to see next, now's a good time to plug the Juneteenth Catamaran celebration with Black expats and Big Will TV. Last I checked, I think we have 5 spots left. June 17th, we'll be leaving from that dock you see, and we'll be on a nice big old catamaran, and we're going to be sailing to the next place you're going to see. So let me shut up and let the suspense build. Tombstone, you could definitely go to the 2-bedroom. We're going to sail to this lovely island, Toboga Island. It's about a 30-40 minute ferry ride from the city, except we're not going to be on a ferry. We're going to be on a fat catamaran with a chef and an open bar, and he's going to be barbecuing us Juneteenth specials. And we're going to go to the other side of Toboga, not this side. This is where the town is. It's a great place to visit. You can do a day trip there, but the ferries, you know, I think there's only 3 ferries a day, maybe 4 a day. You got to time your visit by when you leave and go, because you know, if you miss the last one, that's a wrap. That's you stuck. What you can't see is that when you're standing on the beach here, well, not this beach, but out of the frame, there's like 7 beaches at Toboga. Out of the frame below this picture, there's another beach where you can actually look back and see the skyscrapers of Panama City. It's absolutely gorgeous. As a matter of fact, that's the beach where if you're on a catamaran cruise with us, we're going to have chairs and umbrellas set up for you and a welcome drink. So it's fabulous. There's all kind of vendors there. You can get some indigenous artwork and hats. Get some food if you need some more food other than the barbecue. Oh, Nene. You know what? You don't miss all the good stuff. Let me tell you something. I was feeling like that before I made my black suit. The good stuff just continues to happen. When you get here, there's going to be good stuff happening. Don't even worry about it. So yeah, that's the town of Toboga. They have some like hostels and Airbnb. You can spend a night there. I'm tempted to do it, but you know, once that last ferry leaves, that's a wrap. You know, you start choking on a bone or something, you're stuck with whatever medical thing they got. You know, gentlemen in his early 50s, I got to consider that kind of stuff now, right? But you can walk all up through there, interact with the locals. They're going to try to sell you something. Now, here's the insider pro tip for those on this live stream. When you get to this island and you have to pee, it will cost you money. It's not going to cost you a lot of money, but it will cost you money. And I want you to be ready for that. They are going to, every bathroom has a toll, no doubt. Uh-oh. My jacked up drone skills. Y'all was a little tipsy this day. It's all good. In a quaint town. The open air concept. Man, Tombstone, I kirked out. I was like, what? I gotta pay the. I was like, there's plenty of trees. I could really do this for free, but no, I want to respect. You know, that's a big thing with me and Sonia. We definitely want to be very respectful and behave as guests in this country. We are very thankful to them for allowing us to escape learn the language, habla español, hang out with Panamanians, Panamanians eat. Ah, San Blas. So if you get a chance to visit, or once you make your black sit here, one of the first things you have to do is make your way to San Blas. San Blas is a group of about 70 islands on the Caribbean side of Panama. It's a day trip. Uh, so it's in a province. I can't remember the name of the province, but it's owned by the Gunayala tribe. And it's hard to get to, first of all. It's on the other side of the continental divide, so you have to take an SUV trip from Panama City to get across those mountains. And it's an adventure. There's a video I did on that adventure, on Black Sit. Please check it out. That was an adventure. We had a good time. That driver was on his thing. I have vowed to be able to drive that road myself, so I don't have to pay somebody else to do it. But once you get to the other side into that dock, they put you in a speedboat and they take you out to this. And you get to spend the day in this. I'm on one of those islands doing all this. You see the boats out there. You can also take boat trips. So that's for anyone who's watching and following what Big Will and BEIP are doing. This is what I dream of doing. I want to do overnights. Raise your hand if you're with me. An overnight at San Blas, you can island hop. Do whatever you want to do. Wake up in the morning to that. Tombstone, 2.5 miles in a place without electronic interference. It's amazing. Nene. Nene says she's down for the overnight to San Blas. I ain't mad at you, Nene. That's a once in a lifetime experience. I mean, just being there felt like a once in a lifetime experience. And we were only there for like 4 or 5 hours. Because, it takes time to get there, and they definitely want you back on that SUV before the sun goes down. You don't want to be on that road in the dark. Trust me. Those folks were kicking. So when we got off the speedboat, I'm already kirking out because I'm on this island with only like 30 other people on it. And I get to like the other side of it, and I see to my left, they got tents set up that had long flowing tapestry type joints, multicolored joints. And somebody, one of the camerans was getting shuttled to the shore, and they just jumped off and sat up in those multicolored tents and had big lobster served to them. And I was like, yes, this is how I need to live the rest of my life. This is a fantastic day trip, y'all. I can't say nothing about it. San Blas. Oh my God, it's life changing. You can also, they have huts. If you're not going to spend the night there on a boat, you can spend the night on one of the islands. One of the guys in our SUV did that. He rode up there with us, but he did not ride back. He was there to spend the night. He was getting it in. Young dude from Germany too, man. Look how clear that water is. Oh my God, can't wait to get back. That's one of the amazing things about living here. This is a day trip. We did this on a Thursday. We drove up to Panama City Wednesday night, woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning and did this. And then drove back home and went to work on Friday. Or remote work. I couldn't do anything like this in the States. Please. It was going to be a while before the reveal. Definitely not a San Blas anymore, I'll tell you that. This is going to show you one of the landmarks. Actually, two of them at the same time. Yeah, LW. You sure did. So yeah, there's traffic. This is a country with cars. They have traffic too. Especially on the weekends between the city and the beaches where we live. You gotta time that, and then every so often you got looking for the protests. They learn from Black Lives Matter. All right, now you can start to see it. I can go ahead and tell you. This is going to be the bridge of the Americas that links the city to the rest of the country. That is a beast of a... Tombstone, I did this shot just to show off how far I could get the drone away. And you get to see the opening on one side of the Panama Canal. I call it the Pan American Bridge. Is that the right name for it, LW? I know Bridge of the Americas. And it's the Pan American Highway. That's what I was thinking. There's another bridge coming out of Panama City too that's not going to be in this video. It's a Centennial Bridge. It's a newer bridge. That's my favorite. It has that middle suspension look, like in Boston. See the ports, the canal. We got Tombstone and Numi on the way down. Where do people think they're going to live when they move here? Who's going to be in the city? Who's going to be in the beaches? Who's going to be in the mountains? That's still the Bridge of the Americas, just different angles. When you come out here from the city, that's the bridge you're gonna cross. El Valle. Now we're in the mountains. So, as you can see, El Valle completely sits within a volcanic crater. Meaning you don't want the city suburbanish or beach. Okay, so that leaves mountains or interior. So they need that to go around. One of the people whose biggest reasons that me and my wife felt comfortable moving here, William Damani King, his wife Ife, they live in the interior. They've been here 20 years. Well, Ricardo, you live in the DMV. Ricardo, let me put this up because I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. So I was a real estate agent on the side back in Upper Marlboro, and I've had this drone for like 10 years. So I was using the drone in real estate too, trying to help people sell their houses. And you're right. If you were my client in Wheaton, Maryland, I couldn't I couldn't use the drone to help you out because of the crazy no-fly zones. Oh, it's crazy. I'm glad to tell you that it is open season here in Panama. You can fly your drone damn near anywhere. Now they do have laws. YouTube. Let me put that out there. They do have laws about drones. They're different in the United States. They're not going to prohibit you from flying your drone unless absolutely necessary. They are going to identify who you are so that if something happens, they know who to come and hang by the collar. So, you have to log in and identify yourself on your software when you before you take off your drone. I don't run into that out here. Well, it depends. I live in Gargona. I don't run into it out here. When I lived in Coronado, I did have to ask for permission every day, but that was only once a day. Once I had that permission, it gave me 24 hours. Look at me nerding out on the drone stuff. Oh my God. Okay. But it's a thing. Yeah, the mountains are definitely cooler, Tombstone. You can feel it. I mean, as we're driving, El Valle is only 30, 40 minutes from where I live. This is a day trip for us. As I'm driving up the mountains, so you can definitely feel the temperature change. I may have the AC on when I started to drive, but I'm definitely rolling the windows down by the time I get up there. Yeah, if you're gonna drive in the mountains here, let me warn you. See, this is a 2-lane road that I'm turning onto, right? Some lanes are not as wide as others. Let me just say that. And these corners, they're used to them, so they flying around me. Not so much. As a matter of fact, in a few seconds, I think you're gonna see somebody pass me. Just be ready for that. I haven't seen the mountain pass that I didn't want to drive yet, though. Although that wasn't San Blas, I got to work my way up to that. That's some real 4-wheel expertise needed to get through that joint. It's not off-road. It's paved. It's just littered with potholes. Does that make sense? Yeah, this is the road to El Valle. Oh, there they go. Go ahead, player. Do you. I'm not gonna let y'all intimidate me into being on the side of a mountain someplace in a ditch. They got some views for you when you're driving around these mountains too. It is Panama. Don't think that everything's gonna have a guardrail. Every city has the rainbow color song. So it's a must that you take a picture. That was almost a drone catastrophe. I don't know if anybody saw the power line just pop into view, but I almost ran into that joint door. So you find a drone is funny. The accidents that you have and the one that you just missed. Celeste, I hear you about your plans. We thought the beach was gonna be too hot until we came here and saw for ourselves. It's a breeze. Don't even trip. There we go. That is the end of the presentation, folks. I really, really, really appreciate everybody for joining. Thank you so much. Cannot do this show without you. Keep shouting me up. Keep looking out for these. I promise I will work with the tech and get it going right the first time so we don't have to wait for me to reboot. But everyone, thank you so much. Have a good night. Buenos noches. Time for me to eat dinner and get some things done, y'all. See you next time. Ciao.